Well, I've returned. I did say I was going to review Carnage Mind Bombs, and I didn't lie. So, let's go into it. Now, what is this comic? Well, if you haven't, seen the whole story, or if you haven't read it, well, whatever. I did a video where I basically read the story to you in a really, really dramatic fashion. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, what does this capture about Carnage? Well, it captures the very essence, the very core of the character, if you will. As you can tell, this isn't your typical Spider-Man comic. That's because it's not focused on Spider-Man, but Carnage himself as the main protagonist. And like the name of the story very much implies, it is in fact a mind bomb. Because you explore the mind of this sadistic psychopath, and things aren't that happy. So, well, they're happy for him, but not really to the viewer or anyone else. I mean, when you get a look inside his mind and why he kills, the imagery is pretty horrendous. It also gives you a look into his upbringing, what his childhood was basically composed of, and the real-life inspirations for Carnage. Because yes, he was in fact based off of real serial killers. Believe it or not. And this book pays homage to all of that. And it has some of the best looking Carnage art, in my opinion. Like, easily. For a one-off comic that featured Carnage as the main protagonist, it was really good. Like, people would even go as far as to call this the Killing Joke of all Carnage stories. And no, we're not talking about the animated movie. We're talking about the actual book. Alright? Just getting that straight. I don't know, but if you guys ship Batman and Batgirl, okay, whatever. Actually, let's not go into that territory, shall we? But, yeah. For this comic, like, if you guys can get it, I highly recommend it. Like, go right ahead. Go pounce on this guy. That sounded awkward. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I recommend it. Unless you get easily disturbed, because this is not for the faint of heart. And this just goes to show how disturbing Carnage really is, and how evil he is, deep down inside. Now, I might be doing a review and a Let's Read with the sequel to this one-off, It's a Wonderful Life, which delves further into his backstory and origin, and is just batshit insane. Like, everything is just out of proportion. It's ridiculous. But it's fun nonetheless. Very violent, but very fun nonetheless. And It's a Wonderful Life also pays homage to a bunch of other things and other pop cultures and all of that stuff, so if you're into that, stay tuned. Yeah, I don't know. If you guys had to ask me which one I would prefer, Mind Bomb or It's a Wonderful Life, I don't really know. Like, I like them both. And they both capture different aspects of Carnage perfectly, in my opinion. Like, one is just a look into how evil his mind is, and all of the gory stuff he thinks about, and the other is just insane. Let's just put it lightly. And while it delves further into his psychosis and all of that, it looks into different aspects, like his sympathetic side, if you will. But, and by the way, sympathetic side, I don't mean like he's actually sympathizing with someone, but rather you would try to feel sorry for him. Because he's like the last person who would feel sympathy for anyone. Unless you could somehow convince him to. Which, knowing who I am, I probably could, since I know practically everything about the character. Not trying to brag, but I know the most about him that I know about everyone else. I've studied this guy to a very, very unhealthy level. I guess you could put it like that. Now, what would I give this out of a 10? I don't know. I'm not really good at judging, because I love this one a lot. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I really want to say 10 out of 10, but then all of you are like, you're biased! So, I don't know. I'll probably say 10, but there we go. 10 out of 10. Don't kill me. It's just really good. Especially for a one-off. This is like his first one-off comic. And it's like easily the darkest comic I've seen coming from the guy. And probably the darkest we're ever gonna get. I mean, this whole Web of Venom, Carnage Born, yeah, it's dark, I guess, but it takes away his character, it takes away his personality. That's the best aspect of Carnage for me. It makes him so bland, and it proves everyone who hates Carnage right. Oh, he really is a bland character. Look, I'm glad he got all the powers and all of that. I'm glad he got more powerful, but if we could just maintain the persona of Carnage, that would be a whole lot more helpful. You know, Kate? Like, let's not retcon everything that everyone loved about Carnage. How about we keep it, and then we advance upon it? Like, dude, you had such an excellent idea. Whatever. Actually, I should not rant about this. My bad, I'm just going off on a tangent. But yeah, anyways, get this book, if you can. And if you like Carnage, because if you don't like Carnage, I don't even know why you're watching this video. Like, if you don't like Carnage, you're probably already disliking the video, but okay. But yeah, if you like Carnage, and if you want to know more about his backstory and how he came to be who he is now, then I suggest you go pick up this book as soon as possible. But if it's like $100 on eBay or Amazon, don't buy it. Just don't. Save your money. Okay, that's about all I have to say. Well, see ya.